Hey there, good morning, afternoon, or evening. Gary Turner here, strategic advisor and thinking partner to the chemicals and allied industry, and also a human being. What I really wanted to share with you today, I'll just drop off this slide, is we had our second ever Dream gathering, and that's DE-RE-AIM. There was three of us, very, very intimate last Thursday, but it's absolutely beautiful. And what we're looking to try and do for those that subscribe to the website, hexochangenow.com, what we're looking to do is once per month is just come together. It's a totally emergent, open-hearted, open-minded space, no agenda. And what we're really looking to do is just hold space for what people want to express during that 60-minute period. It's quite a sacred space because I don't believe, I certainly wasn't used to giving myself permission to just wander virtually or indeed in person with someone without having to fill the space or without having to try and seem to be clever or come up with an idea, to truly allow yourself to stop and to slow down and to experience being in a space without charging after an outcome or charging after the next thing. It's really, really, really beautiful. What I wanted to do today, I wrote a short blog with a few of the insights that I took away from the gathering last Thursday. And just to let you know as well that the next gathering will take place on Thursday, the 21st of April. So rather than sort of asking those that are on the email list or coming out doing a doodle poll, I'm just going to set up the time once per month, make people aware of it. And if you want to join me, please do let me know. It'll be lovely to invite you in. And again, the sole reason it's not to be, you're not going to get spammed by me. I do send one email every once to two weeks, but it's not spammy. I'm not looking to try and sell at you hard. Yes, I'm here to serve if you feel that's a good fit, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to hold space for. It's really a practice ground for vulnerability, a practice ground to hold space for the unknown and for the emergence, and particularly for us based in the global north who aren't used to this type of space, although of course our peers in the global south are also welcome as well. So let me get into it. Again, if you want to join the next gathering on the 21st of April between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. UK, do subscribe at hexochangenow.com and I will get in touch with you. So let me share my screen. The dream space, just to give you an extra bit of context, it's really a space for what I cite as being, how do we decenter ourselves? How do we put those in the center of our thoughts, our design, our reimagined business models, those that are currently generally very oppressed and sort of damaged and aren't getting the full value of their work in places often far away from our shores. There's a decentering ourselves and centering those far away. There's a deceleration. How do we slow down, come together as human beings beyond our job title, beyond the socialized norms? And how do we reconnect to ourselves, others, and systems? How do we remember that innate wisdom and that intuition that so often gets suppressed in the busyness of life? And potentially we're going to take aim. We're going to take aim and take action as a result of what comes up for us within that particular space. So that's the context of the DREAM acronym, just a bit more information. So another intimate, soul-nourishing DREAM gathering is this title of this blog from last Thursday, the 24th of March 2022. So myself and two other amazing humans connected yesterday for a 60 minutes dream exploration, an open, brave, safe, co-created and emergent space open to Hexo Change subscribers to just explore what is on our hearts and minds in the moment with no scripting nor agenda. And I share a few of the profound insights that popped up as we traveled yesterday in case of value to you going into this weekend. Firstly, one peer shared that they found, and I quote, dramatic shifts in experience through just stopping. And my question to you is, how often do you allow yourselves to truly stop, as in totally still? A wonderful reminder that our whole worldview and options can shift in the moment if we are curious and let go more often. And I'm really speaking from experience, and I continue to wrestle with this day in, day out, but I do find it's easier over time as we do allow ourselves to slow down and to stop. The second thing that came up, which I thought was lovely, is one of them also shared, for many, the idea of stopping or slowing down can be frightening. to many and busy, sorry, to those that busy for many is a way to stay in their comfort zone. And I've seen this in personal relationships as well in the workplace and indeed within myself. So it's almost like an all but addiction to being busy. And I wonder if it's through fear of not being seen to be productive or isn't busy enough, inverted commas. And what a crazy oxymoron that is. Does this resonate with you? What may you be invited to do differently on reflection following that? Is it frightening for you to slow down? Are you worried about sitting with your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings? And that's why you like to be busy. Just an open question, somewhere to explore for you today. Thirdly, out of 4 things I wanted to share today, it was also shared by both of my peers yesterday that their most common environment for getting into flow, and I found this really interesting, is when working in a coffee shop. And both of these people shared that the combination of the white noise of people coming and going, coupled with focused attention, was really interesting for me personally as Gary to learn about. And I'm going to consciously give that a go and see what happens. And finally, one of my colleagues' peers shared a recent story of a 60-year-old man who was recently retired from his very high-paying job. So it's basically actually over £250,000 a year. They're a senior chief human resource officer. They're now completely and utterly lost. Their whole identity and self-worth is wrapped up in their work. And I'm just curious for you, right now where you sit in this moment, does that resonate with you? Who are you without the job and maybe even power within the workplace that you currently work within? A worthwhile place to explore, may I invite you today. So I wish you a safe and relaxing weekend ahead as I write this, and do feel free to drop me a line at gary.turner@hexochangenow.com if this space is of curiosity to you to be part of on a future occasion. So again, the space is open to hexochangenow.com subscribers. Again, I want to emphasize the point, it's not for me to bamboozle you with lots and lots of emails. I do send one every 1 to 2 weeks. It's not, yes, there's offers in there, but it's not hard push. It's not hard sell, very much invitations. And the reason I'm emphasizing this point is I want to curate who comes into this space together. So this is really important and very intentional. I want it to be intentionally diverse. I want it to be intentionally representative over time. But of course, those people, A, need to be on the list, and B, we need to know one another. Because what I don't want to do is bring people into the space that may end up causing harm if we do end up having people from the global south, for example, or those that aren't as aware or willing to hold space in a brave yet safe environment. Then it's probably not the right space for you. So I hope you got some value out of this today. Have a wonderful weekend ahead if you see this weekend. And the final thing I'm going to mention is the human development space, which is coming up across the 20th and 21st of July 2022 in the beautiful Dorset countryside. Maximum 30 spaces. The first few of those spaces are gone, and we'd love to invite you in. And do drop me a line again via hexochangenow.com if you'd like to come along.